Still plenty to look at here, Amber, with this wild winter weather coming up. This could be the most severe storm we've seen so far in this winter season, correct?
I definitely would not be surprised by tomorrow morning, even seeing some blizzard warnings. We haven't had a blizzard warning since Christmas of 2022, so it's been a while since we've seen conditions like this, where we are looking at accumulating snow, heavy at times as well. But because of the strong winds, that's what's really going to create an issue for visibility and also slow down roads by quite a bit tomorrow morning, creating a really dangerous situation because of this winter storm on the way. 13 weather ball is blinking bright. We have snow in sight. It's rain for right now, but that will be transitioning overnight. It's also blue as cooler weather is in view, and that's really going to settle in as temperatures right now are still pretty warm. This view sponsored by LaFontaine Lincoln, Grand Rapids. So here's what we're seeing right now. Walker, definitely a very rainy look. Current temperatures for many of us still sitting in the 40s, 41 at least for Grand Rapids, 50 for Kalamazoo. But look at Big Rapids, already starting to see those colder conditions right around the freezing mark for the Big Rapids area. And from here, we'll just continue to see our temperatures drop, even really plummet into the overnight hours, getting back into the 30s past midnight. And by tomorrow morning, we're waking up with temps that will only be in the 20s. So we'll see a quick switch from the rain that we are still experiencing right now over to snowfall into tomorrow as we're getting into our Monday. So let's break all of this down. Rain is continuing with us throughout this evening, still some scattered showers out and about. That's going to be heaviest near I-94. We still could end up seeing a few thunderstorms, something that we've already seen a bit of today. That's likely to wrap up right around 9 o'clock, but we're not exactly done yet. Overnight, that system moves on through. We see temperatures dropping and quickly too. Switching over to snowfall instead of rain. Tomorrow, continued snowfall, lake enhanced, and then eventually lake effect taking over throughout the afternoon. And with that, we're also going to be seeing some really strong winds. Those coupled together creating blizzard-like conditions for our Monday. So here's a grander look at the system again. We are continuing to see this make its way further east and northeast through the Midwest. This is the snowfall that's going to be heading in our direction as it's curling around this low pressure system and delivering more rainfall still throughout this evening and eventually snowfall to West Michigan into tomorrow. So here's a look at the timing of everything as we continue to see that little bit of a break close to about 9, 10 o'clock before it starts to fill in once again with some more wintry mix, switching over to snow pretty quickly as those temperatures are dropping. Snow funneling into West Michigan along northwesterly belts as we're heading into Monday morning. This is a look at the Monday morning commute, and we're likely to see whiteout conditions during this time because of just how strong those winds will be. We'll continue to see that tapering off into the afternoon, still looking at some of these lake effect snow belts that are set up mainly in those northwesterly belts. That continues to taper off though as we're getting into our Monday evening. But still, during the daytime hours, we are going to be experiencing a good amount of heavy accumulating snowfall. Here's what we're looking at for our snowfall map at this point, 2 to 4 inches in this lighter blue color here that we're experiencing a bit further inland. That would be something we see through the Grand Rapids area up towards Greenville, getting closer to Big Rapids even. But more the further west that you travel, especially for areas that are in those northwesterly snow belts, we could even see 6 to 8 plus inches of snowfall through Oceana up into Mason counties. Muskegon, I think that you'll likely be closer to that 5 to 7 inch mark instead, right on that border. But then into southwest Michigan, experiencing a band that's likely to set up from Holland through Kalamazoo that could dump another 6 to 8 inches possible. Now, this is why we are seeing some winter alerts issued by the National Weather Service. These were issued earlier on today. Winter weather advisories further inland. This is lasting throughout the entirety of the day, and same thing for our winter storm warnings that we're seeing for more so lakeshore counties than anything else. This is where we're going to be anticipating a lot of that snowfall, but not just that. It's also, of course, the wind that's really going to be complicating things. So at this point, wind not too strong in West Michigan, but this is what's on the way. We're going to get stronger into the overnight hours, even seeing gusts that could pick up to be upwards of 50 miles an hour at times as we're getting into the Monday morning commute. Throughout the rest of our Monday, still staying pretty windy and breezy into our Tuesday, but at least a little bit less so for Tuesday. Monday is the real impact here. That wind also keeping us on the colder side of things. Temperatures are dropping, still 40s for today, down into the 20s tomorrow, only topping out in the 20s tomorrow, but feeling like the single digits because of just how strong those winds will be. Your 13 on your side, 7-day forecast. We're going to be looking at temperatures still in the upper 20s for our Monday. Very windy conditions, likely near blizzard-like conditions. Temps fall throughout our Tuesday, breezy conditions with some more snow as we're heading into Tuesday evening. That lasts with us into Wednesday, and after that, getting into the new year, still going to be feeling like winter, but likely at least a bit quieter.